Good morning, everyone. Hope you're well. If you can hear me, kindly show me a thumbs up. Okay, that's good. I hope you were able to sign the attendance before joining today's session. If you can, again, show me a thumbs up. Okay, that's good. I see everyone has reacted. So I'm going to get into today's session. So let me share my screen with you guys. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So today, can somebody read for me today's topic, session title and topic? Someone to raise their hand. Yes, Joy?
Tourism industry knowledge,
Yes.
the topic, and the subtopic is analyze tourism scope.
Okay, that's good. Can somebody else read the specific learning outcomes for today? Yes, Bal?
The specific learning outcome by the end of the session, the trainee should be able to define the terms used in tourism, discuss the types of tourism.
Yes, that's good. So today we're going to read on what is tourism. Amina, can you read for us what is tourism?
It is the activity of people
Yes.
traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for
Yes.
leisure, business, and other purposes.
Yes, that's good. Everyone, can you clap for Amina? Yes, so tourism is the activity of people traveling to and staying in places outside their usual places of environment. So it cannot be your hometown. And then the next is who is a tourist? Monica, can you read for us who a tourist is?
A tourist is a person who travels to a destination outside their usual environment for at least 24 hours and less than a year.
Yes, good. Clap for for Monica. Yes, it's a person who travels to a destination outside their usual environment for at least 24 hours. And then Joy, can you tell me who an excursionist is?
An excursionist is a visitor who
Yes.
stays in a destination for less than 24 hours.
Yes, that's good. So clap for Joy. So, Valerie, can you help me understand, and for the rest of us, the difference between a tourist and an excursionist?
Okay, the difference between a tourist and an excursionist is that a tourist travels for more than 24 hours but less than a year. But an excursionist is a person who travels for less than 24 hours in a particular destination.
Good job. Can we clap for Valerie? So, we're going to tackle the next part of this, and it's the types of tourism. So, for this session, I'm going to show you pictures, and you're going to tell me which type of tourism that is. Is that okay? Thumbs up if you understand. Okay, good. So let me start. This is the first one. Based on this picture alone, what kind of tourism do you think this is? Someone to raise their hand. I think Joy was first. Joy, can you answer?
Wildlife tourism.
Yes, that's good. It is wildlife tourism. This is a type of tourism where people travel to observe animals in their natural forest or habitats. Most of these are done at Masai Mara, Amboseli, and the likes. So I'm going to go to the next one. Can somebody raise their hand and I'll pick on you and you tell me what this picture, which type of tourism this picture depicts. I see Boniface. Boniface, I'm glad you have joined us. Hope you've signed the attendance. Can you tell us what type of tourism this is, Boniface?
That is ecotourism. Yes, I have signed the agenda.
Okay, that's good. And yes, that's correct. It is ecotourism, and this is a type of tourism where people focus on sustainable travel. What about the next one, Valerie?
That is cultural tourism. Yeah, cultural tourism.
Yes, that's correct. It is cultural tourism, and this is travel. It's where people travel in order to experience heritage, tradition, and arts. And mostly it's done in like Lamu Old Town and Fort Jesus. What about this next one? Can somebody to raise their hand and tell me what this type of tourism is? Yes, Valerie again.
That is adventure tourism.
Perfect. It is. It's adventure tourism, and it's the type of tourism where people like to seek the thrill and have a very inducing this physical activity to do. You can do that in Sagana for rafting and Mount Longonot for hiking. What about this one? Can someone raise their hand and tell me what this is? Yes, Monica?
I believe that is business tourism.
Exactly. This is business tourism. This is where people travel for MICE tourism, and MICE stands for meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions. In Kenya, it's mainly done at the KICC in Nairobi. And what about this last one? Which type of tourism does this depict? Someone to raise their hand. Yes, Monica or Valerie.
I think it is health tourism.
Yes, it can be health or medical tourism. Those terms can be interchangeable, but yes, it's medical tourism or health, like you said. And this is where people travel for the purpose of receiving medical or wellness treatments. So, in conclusion, the types of tourism is directly defined by the resources available at a destination. So, for example, in Mombasa, you have beach tourism because there's a presence of a beach. In Masai Mara, you have safari and wildlife tourism because there's the presence of wildlife animals. So, by clearly defining tourism and categorizing its types, we gain a professional framework to better market our destination, enhance our overall visitor experience. So, in conclusion, before I finish up, does anyone have a question? If you do have a question, you can raise your hand. Yes, Boniface, do you have a question?
Yes, I have.
Yes,
Yes, I have.
yes, I'm listening.
Is sex tourism kind of type of tourism?
Atis, which one?
Sex tourism, is it a kind of tourism?
Yes, sex tourism falls under dark tourism. Dark tourism is a type of tourism that focuses on negative things. So when you talk about sex tourism, it falls under dark tourism. Is that clear, Boniface? If it's clear, thumbs up.
I I think I can differ with you. Sex tourism is not under the dark tourism because dark tourism is whereby you are visiting places where there's death and suffering, and sex is not more about death. Sex is more about enjoyment. So in this case, for the sex tourism, is just when you are traveling for pleasure, for sexual pleasure, but not the suffering part.
Okay, because there's a difference in opinion, I will add that also to next week's assignment. So when you complete this assignment, I want you also to come with an assignment of if you feel like dark tourism, if sex tourism falls under dark tourism or not. So on top of this exam that is the assignment on your screen, I want you to also come up with that assignment and defend your point. So unless there's another question, I think that is the end of my session. Does anyone have a question? If nobody has a question, kindly submit this assignment next week in soft copy on 3rd of May and see you in the next session. Goodbye. Bye, everyone. See you in the next session.